Yeah, I waited to the last minute. Procrastination. Every Sunday I do this. I say, I'm going to be proactive, and make something for my mother earlier in the day. Yeah, it never happens. It's after 6 o'clock, and I finally decided to make some pumpkin bread for her. And yeah, I still have to come up with something for her to bring food-wise tomorrow, too. But so we're going to make some pumpkin bread in the Ninja Foodi oven. So to start this lovely pumpkin bread, I want to toast 1 cup of walnuts. So I'm going to turn it on. It should be set to bake already. Yep, function is bake. Temp 350, perfect. And I'm just going to hit start. And I'm just going to take 1 cup of walnuts, put them right on that sheet pan, and just pop it in. Doesn't matter where it is in there, we're just toasting these nuts. And we're going to toast them probably anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. Just don't forget about them because we don't want to burn them. And by the way, this pumpkin recipe is actually from Gourmet from 1990. Oh, it's either 94 or 98. I can't remember. But I've been making this for years, and it's always been tasties. We're using our KitchenAid. If you have a hand mixer, you can go ahead and use that, or any type of mixer that you want. I have 3 cups of sugar in here. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup of vegetable oil. I'm just going to go ahead and add it right in there. And I'm just going to turn it on. We're going to mix it. I'm just going to beat this. Just beat it until it's well incorporated. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to turn it down to stir. I'm going to go ahead and add 3 eggs. This is 1 16-ounce can, well 15-ounce, 16-ounce can of pumpkin. Just going to go ahead and drop that right in there. I'm going to pick up the speed here. I am going to just check. I'm just going to scrape it down, make sure we got everything from the bottom. Alright, so the walnuts have been toasting for a bit. All I'm going to do, I'm going to take these walnuts out. And I'm going to shut this off because that's done. Just going to take those walnuts and just put them right on a cutting board. I just want them to cool down a bit. Next up, you're going to need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of fresh ground nutmeg, or whatever nutmeg you have in the house, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. All we're going to do is whisk this all together. Alright, so I'm going to turn it on stir. Don't put it any higher because you'll end up, flour will go everywhere. Just going to add this gradually, as best I can, without getting it everywhere as usual. Beautiful. Now try not to overmix this, we just want it mixed just a bit. That looks good right there. What I'm going to do is pick this up. This is how quick and easy, I don't know, this just comes together nice. Over to the mess over on the right hand side here. I am going to take those nuts. I know I have apples, I got to do something with them. Now we're just going to chop these walnuts. I'm going to take the paddle off. I'm going to take this bowl right out of here. I'm going to stir this just a bit. We're going to take those nuts. I'm just going to add them right to the mixture. I'm going to take these nuts, I'm just going to fold it right into this mixture. So that's done. What I am going to do is, because it's on pause, well stop. It stopped, but it's paused. It's still on the bake function. We're still on 350, and I am just going to hit start. I just want this to preheat for a bit. Couldn't find my matching pans. Uh-oh, we're almost out of spray. So we're just using 2 different size pans. A little bit of water in that, but that's all right. Just going to spray them, or you can butter them. All right, we're going to turn them this way so I don't spill it everywhere. Like I said, all we're going to do is pour some in here. You're going to try to make it as even as possible, but these pans are actually 2 different sizes. So we're just going to have to do the best that we can. Yeah, see, this one's much bigger than the other one. And all I do is just even it out. So it's been preheating for a few minutes, and I do have the rack on rack number 1. I wanted to let you guys know that. I should probably go over this. I did not. I failed. Baking usually takes place on rack number 3, but I'm actually going to bring it all the way down to rack number 1. I just want to see, I mean, I probably could use rack 2, but I am afraid that it might be too close to the heat. So I'm just going to put them on rack number 1, and we're just going to see what happens. Beautiful. Then the time, we're actually going to set the time for an hour. Usually it takes an hour and 10 minutes for this to be done. Set it for an hour and 10 minutes. So we have about 10 minutes left on the clock. I just figured I'd just check them real quick. Nah, it's still floating. I can see. Watch. It's going to be like super wet. Look. Yep, it might go longer. It actually might take longer. I'm just thinking here, peeps. This is not going to be done in 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add like 20 minutes on here. So we're going to bring it up to 30 minutes. Whoa. There, 30 minutes. No, I went in here to check these pumpkin breads after the 10 minutes. It was so wet before, I didn't think it was going to be done. And I admit it, I did sneak in there and take a peek. We're going to open this up, and I almost dropped that one on the floor too. But I'm using a piece of spaghetti. I stuck it in there. Oh, now it's coming out wet, where before it was coming out dry. This is just craziness. Yeah, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, and then we're pulling them because I don't want them overcooked. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it. I just want to check it one more time because I'm going to leave it in the... Yeah. So I'm going to leave these in the 9x5 loaf pans for like 10 minutes. I'm just going to put it on a baker's rack for right now. I'm going to take these out of these loaf pans. It's going to be hot. I usually let them sit in the loaf pans about 10 minutes, and then I actually take them out. And they should come out just fine, hopefully. Beautiful. And like I said before, like with the carrot cake and stuff, these actually taste better if you let them age, like overnight or whatever. I have one for my mother and one for somebody out there want one of these. Beautiful. Time for that taste test. I just want you guys to see this. If you could smell this, and yeah. No. If you could smell this, it smells wonderful. Look at this. Close up. Look at that bread. My mouth's watering just thinking about it, but it's gorgeous. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Oh, too close. Let's take a bite of this. Yeah. The pumpkin. The first thing you get is the spices. The spices are fantastic. A little heavy on the cloves, but I really like cloves. If you don't like cloves so much, cut them back, but this is amazing. Yeah. Delicious. Make this pumpkin bread. It came out great in the oven. I gotta stop biting. Thank you so much for watching the video, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Who knows what we're making yet? Well, I do have bananas, as you can see in the video. I got rotten bananas. Well, not rotten. They're past their prime. So I got bananas, I got 2 bags of apples, so who knows what we're making. So good. I gotta go make coffee.